Hi, my name is Patricia Torres. Today I'm going to be talking about movement concepts. Movement concepts are the ideas used to modify and or enrich the range of effectiveness and skill development. So movement concepts are the body's awareness, space awareness, quality movement, and relationships. During movement concept lessons, there is an emphasis on developing and understanding the movements as a process rather than how well the movement is actually performed. These lessons are designed to help students understand and physically experience the classification of the movement concepts. Using movement themes, children can develop awareness and understanding of the body as a vehicle movement. So the movement concepts offer structure and direction for planning new movement experiences. As students experience these movements, they learn vocabularies of the movement so that they can discuss and understand the limitless possibilities for creativity and the production of other movements. So the first movement concept is body awareness. So body awareness is what the body can perform. So it can what shape it can make, how it can balance, how it can transfer weight from a different body part to another. To develop challenges, we can do a variety of movements, such as making shapes with our bodies. The shape the body can form, such as long or short, wide or narrow, straight or twisted, stretched or curled, symmetrical or asymmetrical. Balance or weight bearing uses different parts of the body to support the weight or receive the weight. Different body parts can be involved in the movement and used as body support. The transfer of body weight is when the weight is moved from one body part to the other, to another, such as like when you're walking, leaping, rolling, things like that. Um, Flight is explosive movement that involves lifting the body weight from the floor or an apparatus for an extended period of time. The amount of time on the floor distinguishes flight from transfer of weight. Examples are running, jumping onto something, and hanging. We put our leg up, and we're just going to hold our balance. Now, to help us hold our balance, we are also going to lift one arm straight up, and I want it to be this arm, not the one directly in front of the leg you're lifting, but the one across from it. So if I'm lifting my right leg up to 3, I'm going to make a new shape. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can anybody tell me what this shape is? Nice. So now I'm going to talk about space awareness. Space awareness is where the body can move. This has to do with special qualities of movement and moving in different directions at different levels. They can Students can learn this concept by moving. Modifying and using movements can be done in many ways. So in general, this is all done in either the wide space, the general space, or in personal space. Personal space is a limited area in which each student has. General space is a total space that we have to work with within the activity. Direction is the desired route of the movement, forward, backwards, sideways, upwards, downwards. Level is the relationship of the body to the floor or apparatus, whether it's low, high, or in between. Pathways, the movement takes the students through pathways that can be zigzag, circular, curved, straight, and planes are more specific pathways defined as circular, vertical, horizontal, usually restricted in elementary schools to performing simple activities in specific planes. So now I'm going to demonstrate a quick exercise for exercises. So the first one is that we are going to sit on the floor with our backs on the floor, okay? And the goal of this is that we're going to lift ourselves up using only our legs, okay? We're not using our arms for support. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit, lay on our backs, and when I say 3, you're going to get yourself up without using your arms. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. And there you go. So you can do it any way you can swing. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do a quick demonstration. This is what it should look like. So remember, this is going clockwise. It's counter. You might hear your bones crack, but that's good. We're getting movement in. Okay, great. So I want to see you guys do it now. So now we're going to talk about quality movements. Quality movements are defined of how the body moves. So those do not deal with specific movements. Instead, it focuses on how the movements are performed. For example, are they done with speed, with great force? Are they done lightly? So these qualities can be applied to many different skills and activities. So when it comes to defining these movements with time or speed, it's generally learned by the students as they go. So students learn to move at different speeds and how to control that speed. This helps them learn the relationship between the body shape and the speed that's going to be giving them the ability to perform these tasks at a faster speed. So the time factor may be varied by using a variety of speeds, either in rhythm, accelerating, or decelerating. Forces effort or tension that is used to execute the skill effectively. So by learning how to generate or absorb and direct force, for example, catching an object, you take that force and you're bending your knees and your elbows in order to catch, let's just say, a ball. So flow actually allows the students to purposely sequence their movement. Interrupted flow stops at the end of a movement or part of a movement. Sustained flow involves smoothly linking different movements or part of a movement, like let's just say when you're doing a layup in basketball, or when you're dancing, or even in yoga. So now I'm going to present some of those concepts. We're going to do the first one slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the next sequence is fast. So you're going to do those 12 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, your legs have to be shoulder width apart. So they have to align with your shoulders. So what you're going to do is you reach up high, touch your toes, go all the way down, stretch, and then you're going to get up slowly, and you're going to lift your hands all the way up. Remember, you're squeezing and keeping that tension, and then when you go down, you're going to exhale. So the last movement concept is relationship. So relationship defines with whom or what the body relates. A relationship is the position of the performer to a piece of apparatus or others performing. Relationships can also be defined as the body parts of a single performer, such as arms together, apart, or asymmetrical or symmetrical. So I'm going to give you guys some examples of what that could look like. But I'm going to show you exactly what that'll look like. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a shape. Okay, you can make any shape. You can make a triangle. You can make a circle. You can make a square with your jump rope. Okay, I'm choosing to make a triangle. So now, once you have your triangle made, what's going to happen is that I'm going to tell you to jump in, jump out, or walk around it. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. We're going to jump in, jump out, walk around, and we're done. Okay, chin? Because we're all going to go in sequence, okay? Alright, so let's touch our shoulders. Let's touch our left shoulders. Let's touch our right shoulders. Good. Touch your right elbow. Touch your left elbow. Touch your knees. Touch your toes. Good. Let's do that again. So next I'm going to talk about the fundamental motor skills. So there's two kinds. There's locomotor skills, and those are based the locomotor skills are the basis of pretty much all physical activity. Locomotor skills are the many ways that the body can move through space, and non-locomotory skills generally do not require moving through the actual space. So these skills are learned by repetition and refinement, and by offering many variations to keep students motivated. So some examples of locomotor skills include some stress points to help teachers correct these techniques. They also include instructional cues, short, concise phrases for reminding students how to perform the activities correctly, because it is important to focus on the form rather than the amount of time that the activity is repeated in the set. So there are two categories. There's basic activities consisting of movement-oriented sequences that do not require rhythm, and there's the other is rhythmic activities that are consistent movements with rhythm accompanied by it. So I'm going to show you a few examples of each. Okay, kids, today we're going to try some jumping, okay? So remember when we're jumping that it's very important that although, we're trying to reach up high with our jumps, our power is going to does come from our legs, but our hands and our arms are also going to help us get that forward motion to get us that height that we want, okay? But we're going to stay safe, okay? So our hands are going to help us balance and gather more momentum. That is what is going to help us jump higher. So we're going to start up with some jumps, okay? So remember, we're going to try to jump high, and then I'm going to tell you guys to jump small. Just remember you're paying attention to what I'm telling you so you can form these patterns, okay? So, set up, we're going to have both of our, we're going to bend our knees, remember? That's how we're going to stay safe, because we're going to use our legs to jump up. Don't use your back, okay? So, we're going to swing our arms forward so we can get that jump. Ready? Jump. Remember to jump lightly, okay? Bend both knees. Land on here. Use your arms for that momentum. High. High. Okay, now I want you guys to do a slower one, okay? And not a shallow one. Okay, we're going to try to jump just a little bit. Good job. Stay on your toes when it comes to these ones. You can probably do them faster if you do on your toes. Okay, now we're going to go back up high. Good job. Okay, students, so now we're going to do some sliding, okay? So this is going to be fun. We're going to clap at the end. We're going to create a little bit of a dance, I guess, okay? So remember, when you're sliding, you want to keep your legs light, okay? You don't want to put too much weight on them because you're not even going to move them. So we want to keep it light, okay? We're going to use our arms. Swinging our arms to help us get that momentum, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to start to the left. We're going to do 3 times, and a third one we're going to clap, okay? But we're going to be a little bit squatted on our toes, okay? Ready? We're going to do right foot out, left. Right foot out, left. Right foot out, left. Left foot in, right. Left foot out, right. Left foot out. Good job. Keep it going. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys already know how to skip, okay? Is there anybody here who doesn't know how to skip? Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, so now we always do the one skip. You just skip once, you skip once, but this time we're going to actually skip 2 times, okay? So we're going to skip. Watch me, watch me. 1, 2, okay? So you're moving forward, okay? Let's do that again. 1, 2. So the other is the non-locomotor skills. So the non-locomotor skills include bending, twisting, turning in place, moving towards or away the center of your body, raising and lowering body parts of different body parts, and other movements done in place. So a lot of these can be seen in the flexibility, balance, and other movements leading to effective body control. And these are all important goals. So I'm going to show you some examples of some exercises or activities that can be done. So some of the things that we can do. So, okay, students. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of movement with our backs, okay? We want to warm up a little bit. We're going to bend forward, So another exercise that we can do is pretty simple. Okay, students, we're going to lay on our backs, and we're going to do some moving of our knees, okay? Watch what I'm going to do, and I want you guys to do the same thing, but first watch, okay? I don't want anybody getting hurt. So what you want to do is lift your legs up or down if you don't want to lift them. And we're going to rock our knees side to side, okay? We're going to move them slowly. So we're going to go to the left, the right, I'm sorry, the left, right, left. Remember, you're doing these smoothly. And you're going to rock in different directions at different speeds, okay? Okay, students, the last warm-up we're going to do is we're going to warm up our arms, okay? Our arms have different small muscle groups, so we want to make sure that we warm these babies up real well, okay? So what we can do is do some movements. So let's start off with some slow movements. We're going to widen our arms. We're going to do little circles, little circles, little circles. You don't have to go fast because we're warming up. So let's do some big circles now. Great. Now let's take it backwards. Great job. Okay, now I want you to put your hands right in front of you, close together, and we're going to go back and forth, like a bat. I think it's more like a bat. Okay, flapping its wings. Okay, we're going to go back and forth, back and forth. Good job. Now we're just going to do one arm, okay? Rotate that arm. We're warming up those shoulders, okay? Next one as well. Let's do that. Very easy, right? Swing it easy. We're not trying to do anything hard. We're just warming up our body. And don't do a complete, just don't do this, okay? We want to make sure that we get that full rotation so we can get all of this nice and warm, okay? Good job, everybody.